I became a happier wife when I realized that my job wasn't to fix my husband or to make him into my image. When I decided I would rather have a happy man than a perfectly organized house. When I chose unforced intimacy over a regimented family devotion. The moment I relaxed my demands and decided to just enjoy the friendship between me and my husband, something incredible happened. My husband became the kind of man who wanted to serve me. He wanted to know what he could do to make me happy. And he wanted to know what he could do to take some of the burdens off me, some of the load of house chores, of caring for the kids, of my business. He wanted to know what he could do to make my life easier. It was so mind blowing that the very thing I had been fighting so hard, I mean, so hard to get, came naturally to my man the moment I created an environment of acceptance. See, for the longest time, we've been made to believe that as wives, we have to nag and repeat ourselves and scream louder. Otherwise, our men will take us for a ride and we'll be saddled with the entire responsibility of taking care of the home, going to work, coming back to care for the kids while still meeting his own needs. And so we fight and we fight for our voices to be heard, for our preferences to be considered, and for our needs to be met. But what I discovered was the polar opposite of that. I discovered that our men don't need us to nag them. They definitely don't want us to scream at them in order for us to get them to do what they need to do. What our men need from us is to see that we trust them, is to see that even when they don't get it right the first time or the first couple of times, that we still have their backs, that we still believe in them. They need to know that they have the permission to fail and learn from their mistakes and that we won't condemn them in their process of learning. They need to know that we're not waiting for them to mess up so that we can say, I told you so. They need to believe that even if they fail, we'll still be there beside them, believing the best of them. So your man doesn't need you to condemn or criticize him incessantly. What he needs from you today and going forward is for you to have an unwavering belief in his ability to become the highest version of himself, an unshaken conviction that he is the king that he actually is, an unwavering conviction that he is a king, even on the days where he doesn't act like it. So, what's the key takeaway here? Stop being the voice of condemnation in your husband's head. Be the voice of belief. Be the voice that propels him to do greater. Be the voice that propels him to kingship. Be the voice of encouragement in his life. So when he lays on the bed, he remembers, I have a woman who loves me and is rooting for me. I can't afford to fail. He remembers, I have this girl who looks at me like I'm the entire world, like the sun revolves around me. I must be great. I have a woman who stands beside me, a beautiful, intelligent, and creative woman who stands beside me. And even on the days where I fail and I fall short, she says to me, you've got this, babe. So it must mean that I actually got this. Can you determine today? Can you make a resolution in your heart today that you will be a wife indeed? You will be Etzer, the woman that God created you to be. A God kind of helper to your husband. Because the voice of God is never the voice of condemnation. The voice of God is always a voice of activation, a voice of belief, propelling us to greatness, never cutting us down, never holding us back. So take a moment to think about this. And if there are areas where you need to change and you need to do better, today is a good day to start. Feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. I'd like to know how this blessed you. Like this video? Very importantly, share with a fellow young wife who needs to also know how to become a happier wife, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.